All right, so Nettspend finally released the album cover and the track list for his album Bad Kid. And I have to censor it because you know how YouTube is. But yeah, man, this album's been getting hyped for I feel like the whole 2024. His album been getting hyped and his team been pushing it for a good minute, And everybody's been talking about this album for a minute. And it finally, is coming. I'm glad it's coming to to an end, and he's finally finna drop his big album. He hasn't dropped no album like this, and I guess this is the album that he's really gonna put out and show the world who he really is and stuff like that. And he put out the album cover, and a lot of people been recently he been like teasing different album covers, and I guess he finally dropped the original album cover. And yesterday he teased like the album cover with it was all over Twitter and stuff. Everybody was going crazy about it. He disrespecting Jesus and stuff with the album cover where he was like kind of like crucified like Jesus. So everybody took it as like he don't mess with the Lord and Savior, and he's like saints and even all the devil junk or whatever. But I feel like his team did that on purpose so people could talk about it, which everybody is talking about it. Like all the blogs are posting, and I posted it myself too, and it got it get a lot of people talking about it, especially like people that don't even know who Nettspend is. They're talking about it. They're probably dissing him in the comments and stuff like that, but it's working. It's gonna help boost the album, sales and streams and stuff like that. But he finally released the track list, and it looks like it's gonna be 14 songs with no features so far that I'm looking at right now. And I think the features are most likely gonna be hidden. You know how like nowadays every artist like put out an album and they just put the name title, then like when the album drops, then that's when the features like start to pop out. But it'll be dope if you have like one or two features. And a lot of people want to know is Osama's son gonna be on the album, but it looks like he's not. And shout out, We Gonna Be Okay, man. It looks like he's taking over his old project. Like I see, like he's produced like majority, like I would say like 90% of the songs. We Gonna Be Okay produced it. So to me that make a great duo, man. Nettspend and We Gonna Be Okay, they make a crazy duo. But yeah, man, 14 songs, not that bad, man, for his first big album, And yeah, let's start off by this, man. Everybody want to know if this album gonna make him or break him. And when I mean about like break him, like I say, everybody's been hyping this album. Nettspend is like one of the hottest underground artists right now in the 2024. Everybody's talking about Nettspend. Everybody want to see an artist fall. So when I mean I break him, if this album be successful, you already know what Nettspend's gonna go, mainstream with this album, And when I mean my break him, everybody wants to see, like I said, him flop and not, do bad. And a lot of people gonna be like, I told y'all, man, he sucked. Y'all was just hyping, y'all was just riding the wave for the moment, this and that. His time is up. You have them fans like that, but I mean, a lot of people just waiting because in 2024 we didn't have really nobody, and everybody's really predicting that like Nettspend is gonna be like the next I ain't gonna compare it to like Yeet and stuff like that, but how like Yeet blew up out that, like surpassed everybody in the underground, just went mainstream. So everybody's really predicting because like Ken and Lone and Yeet, they went to that was like the few out of these like 2-3 years, that was like the few artists that went mainstream and stuff like that. And a lot of people want to consider a Richard Mary, but that's gonna be another topic. But yeah, like I said, Ken, Lone, and Yeet, there's only few rappers that I think the past 3 years went mainstream, and everybody's predicting, every prediction, a lot of people say they D-Ryan or whatever, but everybody, wants Nettspend to be the guy, for 2024. He's the new generation, like everybody's gonna look up to, and he's gonna be taking over the underground. But he got a lot on his shoulders right now, man. And it's like I don't know if he's like his situation with like Osama's son and like him, they still beefing or whatever, or I don't know if they just doing that for like to get the views or whatever. But to me, man, I always told this to like Money Made, Duty, and everybody. We had this group chat or whatever, and I always tell them like I feel like Nettspend is gonna be the guy that really gonna go to mainstream. And Osama's son, he's really like next year I feel like he's gonna fall back on the music wise. Like he won't be like as big as Nettspend, because like everybody's already saying that he's like like Cardi and Ken Clone and all that. He's trying to copy the whole opium type of style and stuff like that. But I feel like Nettspend, like a lot of people, hate him because he's so young, and they just don't want to admit it, man. He got a great team behind him, and his music is good, man. To me, it took me a couple of listens to get to like him, like his music and stuff like that. Because the older we get, the new generation is gonna be harder for you to get into the music, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I feel like Nettspend, it will be like I said, this album is gonna really let us know, like, is he gonna be a superstar, or he was just all hype and like an imp, project, like the way they just experiment. But I feel like he's gonna be a superstar because people don't know, man. He just signed, he just didn't sign. He signed to Grade 8 a while back. Grade 8, they got a great artists like Kid Leroy and come on, man, the GOAT, man, Juice WRLD, man, and who's running it, Lil Baby. And they got a great team, man. They got a great team behind them, man. Look how they still pushing, Juice WRLD. And, they're just a great team. And I feel like he chose the right label for that type of sound. Because I feel like nowadays, a lot of underground artists, they got different types of style from these other street rappers and stuff. They'll sign to, like, I don't want to name no label because I don't want to get blackballed and stuff like that. But they'll sign to a label and they can't really fit their sound and really push them the way they do, and the artists end up failing, But Grade A is a great label for Nettspend, so man, I know they're gonna do a lot of great things for him, man, and that's why I personally see that's why he's gonna go to mainstream, man. Like I said, his music is actually good. I don't know why a lot of people hate him. Like I said, I think it's just like the kind of like the older people, just hating on Nettspend. But hey, that's just my opinion. But like I said, everybody's waiting him to fail, but I don't think he's gonna fail. But to me, a lot of people will judge him by his his numbers, and I'm predicting that he's probably gonna sell like 46K, man, because he's been getting hyped like crazy. And like I said, he got a machine behind him now. If he was like independent or signed to like a small independent label, then we would probably been talking like, I would say like less than 12K, sales. But man, I ain't gonna lie, Nettspend's gonna be that guy that he's probably, to me, he's gonna sell more than 45K, but I'm predicting like 46K. That would be some crazy numbers. He put up that, man. He's in the game, man. Nettspend's gonna be in the game, and he will be going mainstream. But that would be my prediction on, on his streams or whatever. But yeah, man, let me know what y'all think, man. Y'all gonna listen to the album tonight? Cause like I said, it's gonna drop tonight. And do y'all really mess with Nettspend, or y'all think he's all about the hype and the wave right now? And what y'all think, man? Y'all let me know. Drop a comment below.